Ooh, wow, ooh, wow, wow, ooh, wow, 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 yeah.
Hello from Lag City. Welcome. We're trying our best, but sorry if there's some lagging. We wanted to start the show by talking about something really important that happened this week. It was so important, in fact, that we needed to talk about it before the monologue. Nancy Pelosi called Donald Trump morbidly obese, and she said she was being nice. She received a lot of hate, but for what? She needed to assert herself as the Virginia George of the House, as if anyone else was stepping up to the plate. We should be thanking her. Here with me, I have our co head writers, Gavin and Chris, to talk about this. What do you think of this, Gavin?
Oh, but they keep saying that liberals are the sensitive little snowflakes. Yeah, right. Mhm.
Well, here's my opinion on the matter. He's shaped like a pomegranate, and he behaves like one too. And he stains your hands when you work with him. You'll spend days trying to wash off the remnants of his cold, clammy existence.
I think Trump must have misheard Pelosi. She didn't call him morbidly obese. She called him horrible at tweets. Also relevant.
I think she said there's COVID in these streets.
I actually think she said he's absorbing too much grease.
Now that I think about it, she said absorbent in yellow and porous is he.
I think that she said he's formerly a geese. All right, so I might have been the one to mishear Pelosi on that one.
Yeah. Let's roll the intro.
Yeah, ooh, wow, 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 yay.
Anyway, let's get into the monologue. Trump toured a factory without a mask on because he thinks it makes him look dumb. Someone should just explain to him that needs a bigger one to cover everything. Ironically, I once wore a Trump mask when I was trying to look dumb. Trump doesn't need a mask. He constantly wears the mask of confidence and bravado in an attempt to hide all of his deep-seated insecurities, like how the fame and success he touts so gaudily has been handed to him since birth, and now that he's in an actual position of power, it's becoming glaringly obvious to everyone, himself included, that he was imparted with no real skills or redeeming qualities whatsoever, so he walks around pretending to think he's superior, when in reality, it's painfully obvious that he can't even convince himself of that. Next time he says he doesn't need a mask, maybe we should trust him on that. Except, actually, maybe we shouldn't. I think a mask has made everyone I know not only smarter, but also better looking. I stand by that. Some states have started reopening from coronavirus, and I'm a little worried about, you know who? Florida. Can we have a little talkie-talkie for a sec? I know from time to time we have had our differences, and you go do something crazy like the rebel, like the radio rebel that you are. But this is serious, okay? Please, for just this once, can you not be Florida for a moment? Okay, so you gave us President Bush. Fine. At this point, we even kind of miss him now. And we know Carol Baskin lives there, and she most definitely killed her husband, whacked him. And OJ lives there now, too, and he most definitely killed his wife, whacked her. But just go ahead and can you not mess this one up? I really, really hate to say it, but please, I am begging you from the bottom of my lonely quarantined heart, do not pull a Florida, Florida. We know that sometimes we treat you like an estranged aunt, but deep, deep down, deep, 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 deep down, deeper, and then there, we kind of love you, and we love your copious amounts of old people, and hey, Disney World, that's something. Now, go back to your room because the adults are talking now, okay? Bye, Florida. So, Trump really started taking hydroxychloroquine also. Talk about putting your money where your mouth is. I generally say the rule of thumb here should be if you can't spell it, don't ingest it. But in Trump's case, then he couldn't take ibuprofen, Advil. He couldn't take Tums. So I guess you do you, bro. Whatever works. Now, let's talk about the two best things to come out of this pandemic. One, Viacom CBS picked up John Krasinski's Some Good News show, and first order of business was releasing some bad news that John Krasinski won't host the show anymore. Yikes. And two, Elon Musk had a kid and named it the quadratic formula. I heard that if you solve the equation, he transforms into a Tesla. Anyway, that's enough of me blabbering on. We'll be right back.
Hey, wow, 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 wow.
Hey, what's up? Welcome back to the show. Before the pandemic, we had thought of a great idea for a running gag to show at the end of the semester. We were going to sneak in lyrics from the 1983 Lionel Richie hit Hello. We aren't allowed to play the instrumental, and we weren't able to finish it, but here's how far we got. Let's take a look.
I've been alone with you inside my mind. And in my dreams, I've kissed your lips 1,000 times.
Aww.
I sometimes see you pass outside my door.
Wow. Wouldn't that have been something? What a shame. Anyway, time for the last round table of the semester. Let's bring them into the call. Quinn is once again living off the grid, so in today's performance, I think the role of Quinn will be played by our producer, Gavin. Oh, hey, what's up, you guys?
Hey, Jules, I'm going to have to stop you right there. You've introduced us to every round table so far, but not this time.
Yeah, this time we're going to introduce you.
Famine be thy name. Introducing is our game. This is Jules Grillo.
She's a lean, mean hosting machine. She's known at ICTV for her questionable looks, but in the ring for her right hooks. She's Jules Grillo.
She's the woman who gave me something I thought I'd never have, something that I believed at the first time to be the flu. You fill my heart and, more importantly, my sinuses. It's Jules Grillo.
Okay, then. Thanks, guys. Well, I have some good and bad things to talk about. Good thing is that school's over. I have so much time now. Bad thing is that school's over. I have no idea what to do with my time and also my life. Now I'm stuck in purgatory before a potential August graduation. A lot of other schools are having virtual graduations, though. What do we think about that?
It's okay, seniors. My graduation will also be through a screen. Or rather, there will be a screen. Well, it will be more of a jumbotron, really, just so that the hundreds of people cheering us on can see us walk across the actual physical stage a little better. Same sort of thing.
Hey, seniors, at least you guys didn't have to dress up or anything. Heck, you could have even graduated in your underwear.
Oh, yeah, that's what I did.
Wait, so you graduated this year? Online?
Nope, 1776, in person. Ken dolling and under the robe. It was all good until I caught a slight breeze walking across the stage and...
Okay, no, you're going to stop right there. Moving back to online graduations, at the end of celebrating at home, I tossed my cap and may have poked a hole in the ceiling.
Well, while graduating online may not be as satisfying as a real ceremony, you still get to have the shared experiences of hearing your classmate's name and thinking, who?
6 feet away is also how far you need to be from your date at Catholic school prom, so I don't see the difference.
Okay, moving on, for real now. A lot of companies are really struggling in the pandemic, one being our second favorite childhood mouse, Charles Entertainment Cheese, or Chuck E. Cheese, as you may know him as, has rebranded to Pasquale's Pizza and Wings for food delivery. Different names, same food poisoning. You'll never forget your first.
Chuck E. Cheese is gone and the world can finally rejoice. I, for one, don't think I've ever derived such pleasure from watching something die in front of my eyes. Well, maybe a few other times, but it was definitely in the top 5.
Chuck E. Cheese is no more, meaning all of those workers who had to dress up as Chucky every day can finally go back to smoking Newports on the front curb full-time instead.
A lot of other companies are also struggling, even filing for bankruptcy. JCPenney has officially filed for bankruptcy. JCPenney actually stands for just, can I have a penny?
Pier 1 Imports also filed for bankruptcy. Oh no. Where will my aunt get her outdated decorations from now?
Another big brand that filed for bankruptcy is J. Crew. Where will I get my timeless New England fashion from? Oh, anywhere. Anywhere in New England? Touche.
The very religious girl who bullied me in high school has been real quiet since J. Crew went bankrupt. Now she knows how I feel when Delia's closed its doors.
Neiman Marcus has also filed for bankruptcy. Oh man, I was so excited to go to department stores when coronavirus was over.
David Spade also said on Howard Stern's show that Comedy Central might not make it through the pandemic. Thankfully, I know a cool little comedy show which happens to have just won the ICTV Excellence in Writing Award and is chug along just fine during the pandemic. If any Hollywood execs are watching and need some fresh content.
Comedy Central might not exist after all this is over. There were apparently just too many job opportunities for SNL rejects.
Wait, is this show supposed to be a comedy?
Thanks, Quinn. You sound like my parents. We'll be right back.
Yeah, ooh.
Hey, thanks for watching our whole show. You may just be the only one who did, especially after that J segment.
I just want to pause the video really quickly to clear up some confusion. Hello. So our former host and current Park School alum, Jules Grillo, just mentioned a J segment, and you're probably wondering what that is, why it's not in the show. The J segment was a segment we came up with revolving around the fact that 4 of our cast members had first names that started with the letter J. Jules, Jay, Jenna, and Justina. Unfortunately, the segment turned out super laggy, so we didn't include it in the episode. Here's a clip.
Just jamming with these jokers and getting jiggy with it. And I was just jotting down in my journal about joyrides with the Jets.
Yeah, we need justice for juxtapositioning of jazzy juleps.
This J segment, or Jegment, if you will, is brought to you by the letter J for jeggings only found at Justice.
As you can see, it turned out super laggy, so that's why we didn't include it in the show. I now throw it back to Jules to finish out the episode.
Let me take off this virtual background for a second. It's a rare moment when I allow myself to be genuine and vulnerable, but this episode will be my last appearance on ICTV and my last project at Ithaca College ever. Thank you to my puppet masters, Shyla, Gavin, and Shen, for letting me be the unfortunate face of the show this semester. Thank you to our award-winning writer's room for making the things that come out of my mouth funny and at times problematic. Finally, thanks to everyone on exec staff and the king of all J's, Jeremy Menard, for being patient with us and for greenlighting us for another season. Woo! Legend has it that every show that I host gets canceled, but it looks like the curse has been lifted finally, just as I'm leaving, thank God. But from all of us at In Other Words, I just want to say, toodles.